Bulldogs, but they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hot. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. Grab over the middle. It's Hubbard. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They want to just keep throwing it. Grab behind the line. It's Beebe. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, he got him on the ground so fast, running back had nowhere to go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. He only used him twice in that loss a week ago. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second as well.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Burks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Higgins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change on the score. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The back goes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Attack! Touchdown, Dogs! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to slot it away. Good job by the defense there.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU right back to the line. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's on target and complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick strike complete.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water boys. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
On second down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They've got the screen set up. Got room to work. He's right out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They keep attacking through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And the return man is stopped, and now will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Pulls it, fire complete. At the 45, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last one, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working the throw on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living and
the roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading.
Can anyone catch it? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to...
He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
With the catch, it's Burks. Really pops confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On second down, looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Running with power. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on second down. Skips away from pressure. Fires downfield. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
And he's running in the open. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. And back to the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Flips it out in the flat. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? You've seen it earlier in the game, a couple shorter throws, just trying to set those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, dog! The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Beatty. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
A little screen to the running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the short completion brings up second down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th. They can't move the chains. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. LSU quick to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down.
4-2 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd and 10 here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Speedy. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it off in the flat. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that.
Oh, my God, there he goes! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They want that clock to run. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before. He gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.